Good evening. Today we're going to play a little game I like to call Is James Freeman Lazy or Is He Lying? Now, you could pick lazy, you could pick lying, or maybe you think he just made an honest mistake. We'll figure it out together. So this is a video that he titled Arrested for Penal Code that was repealed almost 2 decades ago. Now, I am a subscriber to James Freeman. I very rarely watch James Freeman videos because I'll be perfectly honest with you, every time I watch him, I end up making a video about him because just the inanity drives me wild. And so I try to pick out things that just scream, this is dumb wrong, and either James Freeman is wildly wrong or several police officers are completely, I want to use a word that I probably shouldn't say on YouTube. So I'll just say that they're completely ignorant of the laws they're meant to enforce. Now, you tell me. Let's go through it.
Yo, Ghost. Look at this guy over there sitting over there by my van. Is that one of your guys?
Rule number 7 days. You cannot be in this property in 7 days. As you can see, she is now completely off of the property and on the public sidewalk. But these officers tell her she can't even be on the sidewalk near the property.
Wow, James, is that illegal for the officers to say that? Were they wrong? Let's find out.
Camera down? No.
You get arrested now.
For what?
The Lompoc, California Police Department arrested her for violating Penal Code 628.6, which was repealed in 2005.
628.6 was repealed in 2005.
Almost 20 years prior to the arrest. Hey,
Okay, so I looked this up already, California Penal Code 628.6, and he pulled it from casetext.com. Phenomenal. What he should do is he should go to the actual official website. You're in my neck of the woods. I know California and the way California works. And you can see that there is 628 to 628.5, but that's massage therapy. You might want to look in 626 to 627.10 because that's schools and access to school premises. Now, you may notice in the access to school premises, an outsider is a person that isn't a student or a parent, yada yada. Basically, people who have no business to be there, and no outsider shall enter or remain except to go in and expeditiously check in with the principal or designee. And if they don't, they are guilty of a misdemeanor. It's a misdemeanor to enter or remain on school grounds without having registered as required by 627.2, right? Now, so that's one fun little thing. Now, the officer might have been thinking of 626.6, and that is this right here, a person not a student, yada, yada, who goes there with and commits any act likely to interfere with the peaceful conduct of the activities of the campus or facility, or has entered the campus or facility for the purpose of committing any such act, then that's another misdemeanor. Now, this one says the provisions of this section will not be utilized to impinge on the lawful exercise of constitutionally protected rights of freedom of speech or assembly. Now, just because you want to act like an asshole, it doesn't mean that you get to hold a camera while you're doing it and say, you're impinging upon my lawful exercise of a constitutionally protected freedom of speech. Because as we all know, schools are most likely limited public forums. And by limited public forums, I mean limited in who can speak and what they can speak about, i.e. students are the people who can speak, and teachers, people who are allowed to be there, are allowed to speak there. And the subject matter is somewhat limited. But as we've seen in Tinker and Hazel and what is that, Perry Board of Education versus Perry Associated Board or whatever. Anyway, yada yada. It's most likely a limited public forum. California analyzes it as a limited public forum. The Ninth Circuit analyzes it as a limited public forum. It's probably a limited public forum, which means if you are not a person who is supposed to be there, i.e. a student or a teacher, then you probably have limited. Hey, you probably have limited speech rights, and if at all. I mean, if they're opening up the school after school hours for people to come in and speak, that might be different. But generally speaking, well, it is a limited public forum. All right, so.
Everybody, it's James Freeman, and today's video is coming to us from Katie Kidman out of Lompoc, California. The video shows her at the Lompoc Public School, administrative offices, and maintenance facility. Honestly, I'm not sure if they're used to having the general public in some of the areas that she went to. Nonetheless, there were no signs saying that she couldn't enter. I'm not sure if they're used to having the general public in some of the areas
There are no signs. What's that, James?
that she went to. Nonetheless, there were no signs saying that she couldn't enter those areas, and she didn't break any locks or jump any fences to get to anywhere she went to.
She just went through an open gate. Now, she's already inside there. But just to spoil it, this is the original video. Have you read that first line yet? Visitors must report to school office upon entering campus on school days, 7 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Have you read it? Have you read it? Now, what time did she record this? I don't know. But remember, there are two provisions. There's a 626.6 and the 627.2. Now, he's saying there's no signs. We can see clearly that there is at least one sign, and
To having the general public in some of the areas.
that's a sign too, right behind her. I can't read it, but there appears to be some language directing people to do things. It appears to me that there are signs. Now, you could also go to the street view. This is the street view. This is the entrance she entered through. This is the sign that I took a picture of. Where she started filming was down here. This sign was in place, and apparently there is a new sign. See, this is from 2018. So apparently there's a new sign right here on this. So no signs in place? I don't know about that. I don't know about there being no signs in place. I think there might be one or two signs in place. And it's puppy playtime, and if you don't like that, well, you can go fuck yourself.
She went to. Nonetheless, there were no signs saying that she couldn't enter those areas, and she didn't break any locks or jump any fences to get to anywhere she went to.
We're being recorded also.
But she did go through a gate, and gates signify that the area is fenced. Just because someone leaves the gate open doesn't mean you can walk through it.
I've included the audio. That's a new thing, huh? Well, hello, good morning, if you can hear me. I'm checking out your place here. See what you have in here that belongs to the public people.
No, it belongs to the school district.
Taxpayers.
No, it belongs to the school district. Just because the taxpayers funded something doesn't mean it belongs to the taxpayers. I.e., the person who works behind the desk at the DMV, their salary comes from public funds, from taxes. But that doesn't mean that everything they purchase with it belongs to the public. Does it? No, it does not. A public school district, just because it says public, it means it's for the children of the school. It's a state entity, but that doesn't mean it's open to the general public to do whatever the hell they want. It doesn't mean the general public owns it. The school district itself is an entity. In California, a school district is an entity. It's a governmental entity, but it's an entity, and it owns things. And I want to direct you back to Adderley versus Florida and all of the cases that followed it that says the state, much like the owner of private property, can preserve its property for its lawfully intended purpose, i.e. a school district can restrict access to the school, because you got to remember Adderley was dealing with trespassing laws. A school district, like a jail, can restrict access to the school, to its property, for the lawfully intended purpose of that property, i.e. to have kids on it, to teach kids. Probably to teach kids about the wrong things, but what do I know? I'm not a parent.
I'm about to show them their things.
It's not their things. If you got in that truck and you drove it away, you would be arrested for stealing a vehicle.
Nicely kept. Morning. Some paint. Hear him? He stopped everything he was doing.
Yeah, because you're not supposed to be there.
He is not supposed to be videoing.
No, you're not supposed to be there.
Well,
It's not the videoing. You're not supposed to be there.
There's nothing on it.
Just because you're holding a camera does not mean that their objection is to you having the camera. You're not supposed to be there.
Taking a tour. I wanted to see the buses. One of them has a motorcycle over here. A Harley
Ooh, matters of public interest. Ooh, a motorcycle.
Davidson. There's two men over there walking. I think they're upset that I'm here.
Yeah, they're upset that you're there. And they're not upset that you're filming. They're upset that you're there.
This is what we've got here, a garage. My sister-in-law is the superintendent of the school district. Hello.
Wow, your sister-in-law is the superintendent of the school district. That's cool.
Hi,
How are you?
how are you?
I'm good. Can I see in?
No,
No?
no,
Why not?
because this is not a place
Oh.
for you to look.
I'm nosy.
Yeah, I think you gotta go.
I'm Betty Buttcrack with the Buttcrack News Network.
Okay, well, I think it's time for you to go.
I see he likes it. I'm a professional reporter.
Okay.
Who are you?
I'm a professional reporter. Betsy Buttcrack of the Buttcrack Network. Yeah, you're really selling it there, Granny.
I am a professional. Where's your badge showing you're reporting?
Oh, I'll share you. Here you go.
I saw it. Hi, I have a lady here.
For what?
Lompoc
For the Unified School District.
She was
In Lompoc.
kicked off of Lompoc High School,
Oh,
and now she's over here at the district.
Oh,
Oh, she was kicked out. Oh, did we hear that? Did we hear that? She was kicked out of Lompoc High School? Dude knows her.
in Lompoc.
Kicked off of Lompoc High School,
Oh.
and now she's
She was kicked out of Lompoc High School. Wow.
over here at the district.
Oh, lordy. Buses. No, I'm not. Gate was wide open.
Just because if you leave the gate open at your house, that doesn't mean anybody can just walk through it. Especially not if you have signs up. It doesn't mean you're open to the public.
Buses only? You're not a bus?
Yes.
Now he's calling the police.
My name?
I mean, imagine it. Imagine you have a gate to enter your property, you know, and you open the gate so you could drive through it, and someone runs through it while the gate's open. What? Now you can't kick them out? Now it's no longer private property? Well, I came through. Your gate was open. And?
If the cops can catch me, I'll be over here. Tell them to take their time. Can you tell them to bring me a coffee? A venti pike?
Again, I don't think they typically allow the general public in this area, but
Ooh, James, you think they don't? You think they don't? Was it perhaps this sign that you conveniently forgot to tell us about, James?
again, they left the gate wide open. She didn't have to hop
They left the gate wide open.
any fences, she didn't have to break any locks, and there are absolutely no signs saying that she can't come back here. And while
Absolutely no signs. Absolutely no signs. James didn't see him. James didn't want to see him.
people do tell her that she
This is why we're playing a game of, is he lazy or is he lying? Is he lazy? Did he just not watch the whole video? I mean, he had to have watched the video. He edited out all the parts he didn't want you to see. So is he lazy or is he lying? You tell me, guys. You tell me.
has to leave, they never really clearly articulate where she needs to go or where she can or can't be.
You can't be here. That's a pretty clear articulation. Get off the property. Pretty clear articulation.
Tires, man, they're huge. You got any buckets and soap and water? We can wash these real quick. They're really dirty. We can even use that stick to get the top of them. Can't we? For your what? Your belt?
I did. I did. They're on their way.
Call the police. She's trespassing. Already did their... Not clear. It's just not clear. She just doesn't understand. I mean, they didn't clearly state.
No, it's not.
Yes, you are. Bye-bye.
Bye.
No, I'm not. Yes, you are. It's not clear to James, though. So, and then she's going to walk in here. Oh, let's do it, folks.
Is this your office?
Oh, I know you're
Oh, Jesus Christ.
not trespassing inside one of our buildings now.
It doesn't say keep
Oh,
out.
you're going to be removed.
It doesn't say keep out. You can't go in, or you can't prevent me from going in because it doesn't keep out. Well, so the gate was open, so that meant she could go into the school bus yard where they maintain school buses. But the door here wasn't open.
Really?
Bye-bye.
Who are you?
Bye-bye. I'm the director of maintenance. Get out of my office.
Maintenance?
Bye.
They need to replace you.
Bye-bye.
Wonder what you do to the
Bye-bye.
kids.
You are trespassing on school property. You are now inside one of our
Can I get a
buildings.
candy?
You need to.
You're trespassing. He literally states it clearly.
Now you're stealing? Bye-bye.
You're a real time.
It's time to go. Yeah, there you go. Bye-bye now.
Thank you. That's what
Have
I
a
wanted.
great day. You're trespassing.
Look,
I told you already
director of
before.
maintenance.
You're trespassing.
Oh, wait, what'd he say? What'd he say?
Time to go.
badge?
Yeah, there you go. Bye-bye now.
Thank you. That's what
Have
I
a
wanted.
great day. You're trespassing. I told you already
Director
before.
of maintenance.
You're
I told you already before.
trespassing just like
I don't see anything right here.
Just like on Thursday. Just like on Thursday. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh,
You were on Thursday.
You're a real tyrant. You know that?
oh,
That's not your
she
boss.
trespassed on
I know, but
Thursday,
anyways,
too.
I'm not trespassing.
Yeah, we want her out of here. She's actually going in our buildings and stealing stuff from
It's
us.
public.
Nope. Come on, private property. Let's go.
Where does it say private property? Let me see.
Oh, it doesn't say private property. It can't be private property. It's owned by the school district.
Their property. Come on, let's go.
Maldonado? What?
Yeah, Maldonado. I'm not gonna argue with this. Come on, let's go.
Maldonado?
Come on, let's go.
305. I'm not arguing with you.
All right, come on, cool. Let's go.
Cool.
Look, I think she's certainly walking some fine lines here, entering some areas that I think should be restricted to the public.
Oh, fine line, James. That's a fine. Oh, she totally hasn't crossed any lines yet. Not according to James.
But they're not. There's no signs, there's no gates keeping the public out. But this cop
You know what? On this police car right here, there's no signs keeping the public out. I mean, you know, if the police don't want you just to get in their police cars and take their police cars, shouldn't they have a sign on it, James? James, do you have a sign on your car saying, you know, private property keep out? Do you have a sign on your house, James? James, do you have a sign on your yard saying private property keep out? If someone walked through your gate, James, if one of your kids left your gate open, would you be like, oh, it's cool, just no problem, just make yourself at home, just pitch a tent in my front yard, it's no problem, right, James?
never even addresses whether this particular area is restricted or not. He simply
It is restricted to her. She's been trespassed, James.
claims that it's private property, which is absolutely positively false. This
It's says James, quoting nothing, just pulling it out of his ass. Just no, it's private. It's false and it's private property. Well, you know what? The police think it's private property, or at least it is owned by the what is this, Lompoc School District. So Adderley, the U.S. Supreme Court thinks that they have rights coexistent or to the same extent as the owner of private property. So maybe it's not, but it's functionally indistinguishable. But it is, because it's owned by the Lompoc School District. It's private property.
property couldn't be any more public.
Cool. Where's the
Yeah, it could be more public. Like a park. A park is a lot more public. A street is a lot more public.
sign that says I can't be in here?
This is private property. He
Where
can't
does
be-
it say that?
He said he doesn't want you.
I don't care. Who is he? He never gave me
He's an
a
official.
name or a badge number. Official what?
Well, I don't have a badge. I'm not a
Yeah,
cop.
he's not a peace officer, okay?
Okay, so show me the sign then. Let's go.
Come on, let's go. I'm telling you, this is private property. This is
No, it's not. This is owned
don't
by the
have
people.
to show you
This is
the
public
sign.
property.
They're asking you to leave. Okay?
It doesn't matter. Show me the sign. Where does it say? Anywhere?
You know what? I'll bet you 100% that if this goes to court, that she gets that the judge is going to buy her argument that they can't trespass her because it's
Anywhere? Is there a sign?
paid for by the
Is there a
public
sign
and there's
anywhere?
no sign.
Are you guys with?
Oh yeah, is there a sign? Is there a sign? Is there a sign? Is there a sign? I don't know, Granny. Is there a sign? I mean, it would be terrible if you filmed the sign, Granny. Is there a sign?
Trespassing? Yes. Okay.
Okay, then give me the paper then.
All right, come on.
I want the paper.
Give me the paper.
What paper?
The trespassing
The
paper.
citation
I'll
for
arrest you
arrest.
with you at the jail.
I can go over here.
No, you can't. Come on. Where's
Yes, I can. This is all public right here.
They want no. Nope, not here. Come on. Penal code 628.6. It's regarding the schools.
Oh, it is 628.6?
628.6.
I still have a feeling he meant 626.6 and he just misstated it. You know, oh well. You go, James. You get your win, 628.6. Oh well, he misstated it. Congratulations.
Okay, what's that? What does that say?
It says that if you come onto school property, onto school grounds, and you're asked to leave by a school official or somebody appointed by a school official, then you have to leave off the property. That's what I'm telling you. You can't be on the property.
That's what it says?
Yes. I'll write it down for you if you want. If you want to
Okay.
look it up yourself.
Yeah.
And this officer is absolutely right. That is what California Penal Code 628.6 said, which was unconstitutional, which is why it was repealed in 2005.
It was unconstitutional, which is why it was repealed in 2005. Oh, let's see, Justia, right? Justia.com, California Penal Code 628.6. Oh, come on. I have the world's crappiest internet connection. All right. 2005, it was. Oh, no. Can we go 2004? Maybe? Damn. All right. Let's see what it looked like in 2005. Penal code. Well, that would have been the easy way. Prior. Well, let's see if we can look up other resources. Archives? Archives. I want to look stuff up. California. I'm wasting time on this, and I apologize. Let's do. Did we look it up? Did we look it up? This one right here. Stats 2005, chapter 667. Bill information. 2005, chapter 677. Search. Mm-mm-mm-mm. 628.6. Let's do. Let's do published opinion. Oh, wow, that's awesome. There we go. Yeah. Come on. Do it. Do it. Internet work. Internet work. Uh-huh. 628.6 penal code. People versus no. Hello, my baby. Hello, my darling. Hello, my ragtime gal. Let's see what we got. Wow, fingers in the wrong spot. I wonder where he came up with it. It was found unconstitutional. Get rid of that. The free LexisNexis, this one is just terrible. I want that right there. And we'll try. It's ignoring that. Try that. Still ignoring it. I don't know what to do here, boys. So if it's ignoring that, then pen, code. Nothing. I don't know where he's finding that. 2004 version, California Penal Code. Try that. I don't want to spend money for it. California Penal Code. But I don't. It's 6:20. I don't see it. I don't see it. Reporting of school crime. Interesting. Okay, now we figured it out. I'm sorry for wasting the hell of your time. But yeah, so it was on reporting of school crime. And I don't know who found that unconstitutional or why. It was repealed, as you saw. It was repealed by the legislature. And yeah. Where was it? It was. Yeah, Section 628 is repealed. So there you go. All right.
Almost 20 years before this video was shot, the law was used to kick parents out of school board meetings when they said things that the school board didn't like.
Was it? 628.6, kick parents out of school board meetings, California. And we want 628.6 in quotes to make sure it is included in any results. Yeah, what is this? Law in the school. Oh, nice. 628.6. Each school district and county office must report incidents of school crime on school campuses on a semi-annual basis to the California State Department of Education on standardized forms available from the department. The purpose of the mandated reporting program, it appears to have been about reporting. This appears to be reporting crime. Failure to submit this report or submitting intentionally misleading data may result in the superintendent of public instruction withholding an amount from the school district's next state funding apportionment until an accurate report is filed. The school crime report can be used as a tool to train personnel, yada yada. Yeah, I'm not. Okay. So again, we're. That's 2017 to 2018. No, wait, what? Well, what do we have here? Reporting of school crime, huh? It still seems to be about reporting of school crime.
That must be something new, right? Since of what happened or whatever,
Wait for it. I'm code for it.
right? Because see, there's nothing. They should have signs over here. Look at.
He called code 4. I don't know what that means. Is this new? This is amended. I don't know when it was initially done. Let's go to let's go back to Justia, California Penal Code, California law. Reload. Come on, do your thing. Let's go to 2005. Let's go to the Penal Code. Let's go to where was it? 626 schools right here. Control F, 626.6. If a person who's not a student, yada yada, guilty of a misdemeanor, previously convicted 2 or more times. So apparently the offense, apparently they just eliminated some, where are we at? Apparently they just eliminated some of the things about having done it multiple times. So it's just misdemeanor, fine, imprisonment for 6 months, as opposed to what it used to be, which was the first conviction, fine, and imprisonment. But then more things can do stuff. So no, it's been around for a while.
They don't have anything. I already took pictures of them. Nothing here says you can't come in.
Nothing here says you can't come in. Well, I don't know. I can't read
Okay,
it.
so is that penal code? Yeah.
These two probably say the same thing as this did. And the reason why I say that is because there's 2 of them, which you can see in the street views. There's 2 of them side by side. One's in English, one's in Spanish. So that's what I'm assuming that these are. And then I can't read the welcome one, so I don't know.
As soon as they ask, you gotta go.
But they got to have signs out here. That's why I did this, to let them know that they need signs.
easily.
Okay, because
I did this to let them know they need signs. Then why didn't you leave as soon as they told you you had to leave?
let's say that I was somebody that was going to hurt somebody in there, and I had, they can walk right in here. There's no sign telling them they can't do that.
If you were somebody who was going to hurt someone, would a sign deter you? I think Granny's been partaking of something.
They need to put up a sign. You know what's going on now, Denise?
Well, you have it right. You can always send the district an email or something like that. Don't be coming on campus, okay?
Yeah, I'll put a note on their door up there.
They don't want you on campus anymore, so don't come back on, okay?
Here?
Yeah.
They can't trespass me from the whole place.
They can.
Not that dude. That guy's a janitor.
He's a representative.
He's a janitor.
Like I told you, he's a representative appointed, okay? So.
But I can come over here.
No, come on.
I can go here.
No, come over here. Come on.
What? What's your name and badge number?
Guys, I think the area she was initially in behind that gate should be restricted to the public. And I
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is.
think they should put signs up saying that it's restricted to the public so that they
I'm pretty sure they did.
can actually rightfully trespass people if they do
I'm sure they can.
cross that line. And I think more importantly, prevent people from crossing it in the first place. But now she
Yeah, it did. The signs didn't seem to work, James. The signs didn't seem to work, James.
she's in an area that is clearly publicly accessible and clearly intended to be publicly accessible at
No, it's clearly intended to be used by people who have business with the Lompoc Unified School District.
a public building. But they're still trying to push her even out of this area. And it's going to get much
Yeah, and they can do it.
worse. Spoiler alert, when she gets out to the public sidewalk in front of the public building, they end up arresting her for being on the public sidewalk.
That's not really a spoiler alert, James. James, you led with that one. That was That was the very first thing that you talked to us about was that, oh my God, they arrested her on a public sidewalk. Oh my God, they arrested her on a public sidewalk. Let's see. Somewhere in here, it says they define school. A school, which they can trespass you from, means any public or private elementary school. This is a public school, meaning that your taxes fund it, or excuse me, property taxes in California fund it, as opposed to a private school, which is paid for by the tuition fees of the students or the parents who pay the tuition of the students. Junior high school, four-year high school, senior high school, adult school, or any branch thereof, opportunity school, continuation high school, regional occupational center, evening high school, or technical school, or any public right-of-way situated adjacent to school property, or any other place if a teacher and one or more students are required to be at that place in connection with assigned school activities. Notice this, or any public right-of-way situated immediately adjacent to school property.
You've been trespassed here. You cannot come back here for 7 days.
Exong?
7 days? That makes sense. If that person fails to do so willingly and knowingly re-enters, or if the person willfully and knowingly re-enters upon the campus or facility within 7 days after being directed to leave, guilty.
No, that's not how you spell it.
And you?
Pronounce it.
Martinez.
Yes. Can
Okay.
you please leave?
This is public.
No, it's not
Yes, it
public.
is.
No, this is private property.
This is public
It's-
property. We pay for this.
Can you please leave?
No.
You will get arrested.
For what?
For trespassing.
You're going to trespass me out of a parking lot?
Yes.
A
Yep.
public parking lot?
It's not public
Yep.
parking lot.
Yes, it is. It's Lompoc Unified School District. You guys are corrupted
It's a
in here, man.
school.
Come on, look, guys, come on.
You have to stay off the sidewalk as well.
Is this the sergeant?
No, that's just the officer.
We'll get the sergeant.
Hey, Rochelle, come on, come on.
No, I want to talk to the sergeant.
That's the sergeant. Come on.
Hey, Rochelle, come on. Yeah, they have a history with her. So the school said something. One of the guys said something about she did this at a high school. This exact same thing happened to her at a high school the previous Thursday. The other day, the director of maintenance said something about her having been there on Thursday, and this cop knows her name, Rochelle.
We'll call him.
Okay.
He knows me.
Got
No,
the
I'm
property.
going to wait right here for the sergeant.
Rochelle, come on, come on.
No, I want to talk to the sergeant.
That's the sergeant. Come on.
We'll call him.
Okay.
He knows me.
Got the property.
The sergeant knows her. Why am I not shocked?
No, I'm going to wait right here for the sergeant.
Rochelle, you
Yes,
got
I
the
am.
property, I'm gonna arrest you.
No, you're not.
Yes, I will.
You're going to call the sergeant.
Come on.
Yes, you are. Yes, you do. You don't need the sergeant's approval to kick me off public property either.
Where are you going?
You guys are lame.
Okay, cool. I need you on the property, Rochelle.
Why'd you get your hand on your gun?
Come on.
Don't be a pussy, man.
For what?
Putting your hand on your gun
Are
like
you gonna get off
that.
the property or are you gonna make me
This
arrest
is
you?
my
It's up to
property.
you. It's up to you.
My property.
Alright, so
You stay
I'm
on
not
the
gonna
sidewalk as well.
you have gloves?
Look at this guy over there sitting over there by my van. Is that one of your guys?
Remember, 7 days. You cannot be in this property in 7 days.
As you can see, she is now completely off of the property and on the public sidewalk.
She's on the public sidewalk that is situated immediately adjacent to the school property. To be precise, James.
But these officers tell her she can't even be on the sidewalk near the property.
Or clowns?
Yep.
Penal code for that then.
And one of you four clowns
Ooh, I already told you the penal code, remember?
can.
What's the penal code I told you?
I'll have to look it up. I have it on here.
Please leave.
So why don't you tell me the First Amendment, Mr. Smarty Man?
Please leave.
What's the First Amendment?
Please leave.
The First Amendment says that a school is a limited public forum, and the school can, since it is a non-public forum, if the school opens it up to speech, then it is a limited public forum, and the school can limit the content of the speech or who gets to speak. Just like at a town hall meeting, they can say, oh, only residents of the town get to speak, or you can only speak for 2 minutes, or you can only speak about this specific subject at hand. A school is very similar to that. Now, it's a school that has to treat students who have to be there a little bit differently than non-students who don't have to be there. But it's a limited public forum. You know, look at Tinker, look at Hazel, whatever. Look at Perry. I mean, there's a lot. What is that? Lamb's Chapel versus the New York something or the other. Yeah. So, yeah. Do you know the First Amendment, Rochelle?
What's the First Amendment?
Please leave.
Tell it to me. What is it?
Leave or you will get arrested.
Educate me.
What's the First Amendment?
Please leave.
Freedom of press, freedom of speech, freedom of religion, freedom to redress your government, and freedom.
Yeah, but it's not freedom to be on school property if you've been trespassed. Notice how none of the things that she talks about say that she has an unabridged right to be on school property or that sidewalk directly adjacent to the school.
To assemble. There's 5.
Some of the cops leave and conspire to violate rights together before
Conspire to violate what rights, James? What rights are these cops conspiring to violate? Your misunderstanding of the law? Your inability to look up the proper code sections? I mean, it was so hard, James. It was so hard. It's not that. Maybe it's the stuff about schools or access to schools. Wow. Hard, James.
returning and arresting this woman for standing on a public sidewalk.
Adjacent to a school that she was trespassed from.
Hammer down now.
You get arrested now.
For what?
The Lompoc, California Police Department arrested her for violating Penal Code
626.6, James.
628.6, which was repealed in
626.6.
2005, almost
Holding that cop to his misstatement in the heat of the moment is, I don't know, not very charitable of you, James.
20 years prior to the arrest. I reached out to the department for comment and to see if they were going to re-educate their officers. They refused to respond, leading me to believe that they intend to continue this type of behavior.
Continue to enforce the California Penal Code that's currently active, 626.6. Fancy that, James. Fancy the police department continuing to enforce the currently active penal code, the non-repealed penal code. Never would have saw it coming. So anyway, like I said, this was Figure Out Whether James is Lazy or Lying. Now's your opportunity. Tell me in the comments, was James lazy or was he lying? Thanks for watching and have a great day.